My name is Kessler Vlogs, and today we are going to be talking about Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. Now, I dabbled in this a little bit before, but I wanted to know the full story. I'm going to tell you guys right now, there's going to be a pretty long video because I have the nitty gritty and all the facts, not the propaganda that they're trying to put off on Kanye, mainly Kanye, and a little bit on Kim. Well, not really, they're just taking Kim, whatever it is she says. So basically, this whole thing started out that Kanye is a stalker, pretty much, right? And they're trying to tarnish Kanye's image. They're trying to make it sound like he's this crazy guy who needs meds, right? He's this far right-wing guy, and he's just crazy, he's stalking. You know, that's pretty much what they're trying to say, and it's just not the truth. I have 100% of the truth. I have Kanye's side, I have Kim's side, I have the bottom line. So if you guys like that and you guys want to know what's going on, you guys love, you know, getting a true report, not a one-sided, lopsided report. And like I said, I have my political views, but I'm not going to lie for my political views on things. I'm going to give you guys the truth. And that's what this channel is mainly about. Is, yeah, I cover news, but I want to be authentic with you guys, and I want the truth. You know, you guys know I like Kanye, but if he's really a stalker, I'm going to tell you guys, right? I'm not going to withhold information like these other news stations that they're trying to do with Kanye. So like I said, I have a full story. So if you guys are new to the channel and you guys like this type of content, make sure you guys subscribe and comment, helping get my video out there in this jungle that we call YouTube. Without further ado, let's get into this. Like I said, it's going to be a long video, so I'm going to shut up and get to the point.
Maniac for that trap shit.
Alright guys, so like I said, I first started with Kanye stalking Kim Kardashian. The next thing that happened is that Kanye is under investigation for battery after he allegedly punched a fan in the face, alright? Now, I'm not saying that it's okay to punch a fan in the face, but what was Kim Kardashian doing during this time? And I have exactly what she was doing, guys. Let's read the rest of the article. According to reports, Ye, which is Kanye, in Los Angeles when a fan approached him and asked for an autograph when he was leaving a club. Kanye got upset, jumped out of his car, and punched him in the face and drove off. Now, really remember, guys, they're trying to make the whole narrative that he's this crazy, unbalanced guy, and Kim is just, oh my god, I don't know how I got myself in this situation. He was so nice. The typical male predator, the typical crazy guy. That's what they're trying to do with this, guys. This is also covered by TMZ, who obtained video footage that shows Ye and the two others approaching a white vehicle. Ye can be heard saying, "Did y'all say that or not? Did y'all say that or not?" That's what Kanye was saying, because that's what happened right effing now. So let's watch the video, guys. Alright guys, so I did not personally see a punch that they're claiming that happened. Maybe it did. I personally couldn't see it in the video, but again, they're trying to put the narrative that he's an insane guy, he's so unstable, he needs his meds, put him in an insane asylum. That's the narrative that they're going. Now, is it okay that Kanye did this? Obviously, absolutely not. You know, if Kanye's punching fans, or just people in general, that's terrible, of course. But under what circumstances, what happened? You gotta remember that Kim is the type of person that has been proven that she will pay her own paparazzi to make herself seem more famous, right? She buys all her followers on Instagram. She's a very fake individual. I can easily see Kim paying, not saying this happened, but I'm just saying the type of person that Kanye's dealing with, but not telling you. She's the type of person that will hire someone to find him, say something dumb to trigger him on purpose, something that only that she would know that would trigger him, maybe something about his kids, maybe something about his mother, but she's that type of person, all right? I'm not saying what Kanye did, it was okay, but Kanye isn't the only villain. Let's read the rest of the article. The clip was reportedly after the incident. A misdemeanor battery charge in California is punishable by a fine not exceeding $2,000 or by imprisonment in a county jail not exceeding 6 months, or by both that fine and imprisonment. Alright guys, so the next thing that happened, Kanye West shades Kim Kardashian parenting skills in new song. Isn't that kind of odd to you guys, right? So he's talking about her parenting skills and they're trying to make him out to be this insane guy. Oh, he needs his meds, like I said before, right? And obviously she fits that narrative. That's why she's successful. That's why she's always in the spotlight, because she fits the narrative. And Kanye doesn't fit the narrative. He's a free thinker. He's not conservative. But unless you are a liberal, mindless drone, they will, paint you out to be a villain. And like I said, he's not conservative. He's a free thinker. But that's a threat to the powers that be as well. So yeah, he talks about her in this. He talks about her parenting skills. And perhaps that's why Kanye wants his kids. I want to also make sure that you guys understand that Kim Kardashian fought tooth and nail to get full custody of children. Indoctrination much? Seems a little weird, right? I know most women do fight tooth and nail for their kids, but the way that Kim Kardashian did it, there's a whole article on it. Very, very odd, but if you guys want me to report about that, please let me know. But yeah, let's get back to this main thing. I'm just saying points because I want to build up to what has happened towards the end of the video. So like I said, she fought tooth and nail for the kids, and basically Kanye made this song. So yeah, let's see what he says. It goes on to say Kanye West appears to shade ex Kim Kardashian parenting skills in his new song Easy, which made numerous references to Kim. I didn't get my tea for this one, guys. The 44-year-old rapper released the track with The Game on Friday, and it's causing quite a stir on social media. The track Kanye raps, and this is what Kanye says in the bar. I got love for the nannies, but real family is better. The cameras watch the kids, y'all stop taking the credit. He's right, So she's a busy woman, right? She's a very, very busy woman. How could she spend so much time with the kids? She's too busy, getting her booty busted by the Davidson's guy that she's dating, She's too busy, being a HO, right? to watch the kids. Like, she's a HO. You guys have to remember what type of person that she is. She can do this false image, but she got known for being an HO. She's a glorified HO, all right? You guys have to remember this. That's a HO without the E, YouTube, all right? That's a HO without the E. She's a HO, like a tool, all right? You guys get the reference here. In all seriousness, though, that's what she is at the end of the day. Obviously Kanye can't choose who he loves, but that's what she is. What would she know about mothering? What's she gonna do? Teach them how to get their daughters busted open to get famous? What could she teach her kids that a mother could do? She's not a mother. She is an advertisement. She is plastic mostly, but she is an advertisement. Like I said in my last video, she's the bionicle woman practically. She's mostly plastic, barely human. So what could she teach her kids on how to be a mother? How could she be a mother? What could she teach her kids? Absolutely nothing. You guys have to think about this type of stuff. It goes on to say the track suggested that Kim may not be the hands-on mother that she claims to be on social media. Exactly what I said. Kanye then adds, as non-custodial dad, I bought the house next door. What you think the point of really being rich for? That's actually a pretty good bar, I'm not gonna lie. Sounds like he may be preparing for custody battle with Kim, because Kanye probably really cares about his kids, and Kim sees her kids, Kim sees her kids as just, to exploit them to make more money. Oh, the family, right? She's using these kids to make money, man. The whole Kardashians, they're all evil, wicked individuals. That's why they're so rich. To get that rich, you have to be pretty much evil and wicked, unless you're Elon Musk. And I'm not saying Elon Musk is innocent, but he's a lot better than a lot of these people, much better than Kim. It goes on to say Kanye, who recently purchased a house across the street from Kim's home, continues. This is one of the bars in the song. Bougie and unruly, y'all need to do some chores. Rich kids, this ain't your mama's house. So he's pretty much saying that, she's not being a mother. She let him do whatever. The nannies are raising these kids. That's pretty much what he's saying. Kim is probably exploiting them for cash. She's taking glamorous pictures. Let's look at this picture, guys. So she made a picture, right, with, I don't know her whole family, but I'm assuming that's all her kids. So she took a picture with all of her kids, you know, a family picture to make people say, oh, Kim's a mother, I love Kim, look at her, she really changed her life around. When in reality, I promise you, this was sponsored. She made some type of cash off of this. She's a money machine, right? She's a money machine. That's all she does. Everything she does is to make money and have a fake image, right? Her photos are always Photoshopped. You don't know who she is because her whole thing is an image, and Kanye's getting in the way of that. Probably her whole plan was to have Kanye's kids to do exactly what she's doing, right? These Kardashians are very wicked individuals. I'm not saying that to be biased, I'm saying that from their track record. Kim also made an app, by the way, you guys can look it up. If you want to make a separate video about it, I will. Basically called Keeping Up with the Kardashians or Kardashian something. It might actually even still be up. But she stole millions and millions of dollars from people that actually use the paying service to get whatever. But she stole millions. You guys find her on Reddit. She's a thief. She's a con artist. That's really what the type of woman that she is. And it's not just me saying that because I personally don't think much of her. She's a scumbag, man. That's literally what she is. She's not a good person, all right? So let's read the rest of the article, guys. Goes on to say, so he's calling his own kids bougie and unruly. Wow, now that I have to disagree with. I don't think he's actually calling his kids bougie. In fact, I think he's simply saying that they're living a bougie lifestyle. They have no boundaries, right? They're being just like her. They think they're better than people. They're being scumbags, right? Or she's trying to raise them to be scumbags, and he's trying to make a stop to it. So right now, she's trying to make the kids bougie, and they're probably unruly because they don't do chores. They don't know what it is to work. They don't know about work ethic. They're just the typical rich kid. And I can easily see Kanye not wanting that for his kids. Now, like I said, I'm not just defending Kanye. I'm trying to give both sides. So right now, Kanye's beating the crap out of people. He got triggered probably by, you know, Kim. And as it stands right now, Kim is using her kids to exploit them, you know? She's using her kids to make money. She's being a scumbag. So he's beating up people. She's using her kids. And right now, that's where we're at right now. But let's get into the next article, guys. This is the next part. Kim did not stop Kanye from attending the birthday party. Let's get into it, guys. Yesterday was Kanye's daughter Chicago's 4th birthday, and while Kim Kardashian celebrated daughter Chicago's 4th birthday with her family, Kanye went on Instagram and complained that he was unable to attend the event. After Kanye's rant, Travis Scott reached out with the approval of Kim and the rest of the Kardashians and gave Kanye the address for the party. Now remember, this was only after Kanye complained online. He probably was going to do text messages. They wouldn't give it to him. After he complained online, they had to select the good ones and give him the address. Now it does go on to say, a person close to the Kardashians who told MTL Kim was caught blindsided by Kanye's claims. Kim's friend explained that there were always 2 parties planned for Chicago, which was Kanye's ideal. He was scheduled to celebrate with her at 4 p.m. today. Okay, that might be true, but maybe he wanted to go to that party and you guys prevented him from going to that party. That's the problem. She continued, she was shocked to learn that he released a video about not being invited to her party. That's not true, and as soon as he asked to come, he was given the location. He's at the birthday party. Pretty nuts. I just have to simply say, guys, that I believe that they only gave it to him because he went public with it. I'm not gonna lie, guys. That's truly what I believe, because they're trying to make him out to be this crazy person. He can't do anything because, as you guys can see, if he does anything, they're going to catch it. But Kim, she's, like I said, you're dealing with a very wicked person where, you know, the powers that be, as I said, are on her side, right? She already has a lot of power, but she has other powerhouses in her corner. And Kanye may be a billionaire, but he's just one man. So let's get to the next part, guys. So this is pretty much Kanye's full side of the story. He said, nothing will keep me away from my kids. Let's get into it, guys. Kanye West says he purchased home across the street from Kim Kardashian to be closer to his kids. Now, remember, at the point where everything that has happened sounds pretty realistic, right? West's recent decision to buy a home across the street from his ex-wife Kim Kardashian had less to do with her and more to do with wanting to be closer to his children, he says in an interview. And if she's keeping, you know, his kids away from him, that makes a lot of sense that he would do that. You guys have to remember that Kanye, he doesn't really have any family anymore, right? His close person was his mother and now his kids would be his closest person to him. So you gotta have to think that, you know, from his perspective, especially being that rich, no one's your friend. You can't trust anyone. The only person you can really trust is your kids, right? At least hopefully. He also added that no security would keep him from his children, though he declines to mention exactly whose security, possibly Kim's, he's referring to. An exclusive clip from a talk with Hollywood Unlocked CEO and founder Jason Lee shared with People magazine, West explained his much hooded recent home purchase. Nothing with my career, with this rap, with this media, with none of that. And that's gonna keep me from my children. It's almost like he was rapping. And that's what I want everybody to know. So basically saying, hey guys, I'm doing all this because no one's gonna keep me from my children. I don't care what you guys say, I don't care what narrative you guys are putting on me, I'm fighting for my kids. That's pretty much what he's saying. He then warned, don't play with me. Don't play with my children. Ain't no security gonna get between me and my children, and you ain't gonna gaslight me. Like I said, guys, they're trying to put this narrative that he's this crazy guy. Remember? That's what I said, and it pretty much seems like what he is saying now. But Kim Kardashian's divorce attorney, Laura, said it was news to us that the children were being kept from West. Mr. West kept from the children by security or anyone else is news to us. She said in a statement, both parties prioritize has always been the children and maintaining strong bond with each of the parents throughout this transition and beyond. People later removed the statement from its story. A source also told People that Kardashian is choosing not to engage in these conversations in order to protect the kids. Yeah, she's not engaging in it because she's probably wrong. That's something that's really important. People that don't talk about stuff like this are usually the ones that are doing the scumbag stuff because they're lying. And where everything's being recorded and you're lying, right, you might forget a lie and it will expose you of being a scumbag. So as it stands right now, guys, personally me, I truly do believe that Kim is keeping the kids because she doesn't want to talk. Kanye talked. She doesn't want to talk. Insiders familiar with the former couple told Page 6 that Kardashian would never keep West from his kids, but added that she has set up boundaries such as calling before and not showing up unannounced when he wants to see them. You can't do that to a dude's kids, man. She fought tooth and nail for the kids, and she could say, oh, you showed up unannounced. Like, you see where she could do these gray areas? You guys kind of see the manipulations that she's doing here, guys. And like I said, I'm not saying this to make him look bad. I'm pretty sure Kanye wasn't an easy dude to be with. You know, he's a very unique individual. And as a relationship-wise, maybe this didn't work out. I'm not saying she's bad for the relationship. I'm not saying she's good for the relationship. I'm just saying, as it is, when it comes to these kids and these two adults, she's keeping the kids from them, man. Oh, you can't, look at what it says, guys. Call before. Why does he have to call before seeing his own kids, right? Like, come on, guys. So if they're out at the park, he has to call before. He has to show up unannounced. You know what I mean? Like what context is this in? You know, is it only for the house? Is it when they're already out? What context is it in, you know? You can't control when he can see his own kids, man. For that, which is why she doesn't want to talk, I believe that that's exactly what she's doing. It goes on to say he's upset with her for trying to put more structure in place in order to protect her right to privacy in her own home, but he still gets to see them. So that's what she's saying. She's trying to save the privacy for her own home, but in that contract spot, it didn't say for her own home. She says, again, she says he's upset with her for trying to put more structure in place in order to protect her right to privacy in her own home. But in the contract, it doesn't say her own home. It says he needs to call when he can't show up unannounced and he needs to call. It doesn't say for her own home. That's really important, guys. That's how she's able to play with him seeing his kids. Like I said, very scummy individual. I want to say West also says in an interview, my solace comes from seeing my kids and getting a solid schedule. So he wants a solid schedule. He wants to see his kids, man. Life is nothing to him without his kids. That's what he's saying, right? That's why I even got the house. So he's serious. It was flipped into there was something wrong with me getting a house next to my kids. You guys see that? I never read this stuff before, guys, all right? I'm just getting his full side of the story. I'm getting her full side of the story. You guys can make your own choice on what's really going on. But they did do that. He's stalking Kim when that wasn't the case. She's controlling how he sees his kids when she basically chooses him, chooses when he can see his kids. Don't show up unannounced, right, guys? Don't show up unannounced. You have to call, right? What if she misses call? Can you see the kids then? You tell me, guys. I want to know. But that's why he bought the house. He wants to be close to his kids. And he says himself, again, it was flipped into there was something wrong with me getting a house next to my kids. He lives a little something about Pete Davidson. Remember, Kanye used to hang out with this guy. They used to be friends, and now he's banging his ex-wife. Pretty S-H-E of Pete Davidson, the dude to Kanye, which is supposed to be his friend, which probably means that Pete was already smashing her behind Kanye's back. There's a lot more to this, just saying, guys. But this isn't about Pete Davidson, so I won't say too much. I might make a separate video about that. But Pete Davidson is a scumbag as well, right, guys? I'm not saying Kanye is innocent, but Kanye isn't the only villain in this story. All right, guys, so this was 14 hours ago. Kanye West throws his own party for daughter Chicago. 14 hours ago at the time of this recording. And I will try to have this out as soon as possible, whether I have ads on it or not, but it's gonna take a lot of work putting all this stuff together, guys. So after putting Kim Kardashian on blast so that he could be allowed to see his daughter, Chicago's birthday party, Kanye West then threw her another birthday party. He was always having his own party for Chicago. He had it at 4 p.m. at his office downtown in Los Angeles that he planned. So it's so frustrating, he crashed Kim's party and created this narrative that he wasn't invited. Now this is a little bit biased towards Kanye because this doesn't debunk that he wasn't invited. All right, guys. It doesn't debunk that at all, all right? Because remember, he said that he wanted to go see his daughter, blah, 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 blah. She was preventing him. Doesn't debunk that. Now, it is true that he did have his own birthday party. Maybe he wanted to go to that birthday party as well, and he wasn't allowed to. That's pretty much what he's saying. Camp says she was surprised when Ye took to live and claimed he was banned from seeing his kids, all right? Goes on to say, this is Kim, by the way, she never gotten in the way of allowing him to see his kids and makes every effort to give him full access to them, the source said. Kim has made every effort to invite and include Kanye for every event outside of the ones he didn't attend. But remember what the contract says, guys. She can say that all she wants, but the contract says he has to call and he cannot show up unannounced. So again, he did not show up there because if he's not invited, legally he cannot see his kids. You guys get that, right? He cannot, if he doesn't call, he can't come. And if he's not invited, he cannot show up unannounced. So again, if he's not invited, he can't see his kids, which means legally, if he drives there to see his kids, he can go to jail. Okay, guys? You see what she's kind of doing here, right? Okay, guys, so we actually have a video here of Kanye saying exactly his side of the story. Let's listen to it, guys.
Yeah, I'm just wishing my daughter a public happy birthday. I wasn't allowed to know where her party was. There's nothing legal. They're saying that these are the kind of games that's being played.
At the light,
it's the kind of thing that really has affected my health for the longest. And I'm just not playing. I'm taking control of my narrative this year. I'm being the father, the best father, the Ye version of a father, and I'm not finna let this happen. And we're gonna be in real time.
Take a slight right turn onto I-405
right here.
North.
Chicago, happy birthday. I love you. And I'm just putting this online because I need y'all support. I didn't call Kim, text the nannies. I got on the phone with Tristan. He said, he asked Chloe, won't nobody give me the address to my daughter's birthday party right now? That's going to imprint in her mind that I wasn't there for her. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was supposed to be in Miami recording my album. My whole schedule is all based around me being able to take my kids to school, me being there for them, making sure that I'm in their life. That's the whole point of having money. They take so many fathers just throughout America. They've been taking the fathers out the homes purposely, so I'm speaking up. I'm using my voice to say this ain't gonna keep happening, this narrative is not finna happen. There's a lot of people that's not in a position where they ain't got no voice when people be playing games like this. Baby mamas be playing games, the grandmama be playing games like this, and it's like, as y'all know, they ain't finna play like that with me.
Yo, he's spitting facts. That is true. They're trying to destroy the nuclear family, man. I'm not trying to make this too political, but he's speaking facts. They don't want the fathers in the home, because with the fathers in the home, it builds structure, right? You need a mother and a father. You can't really raise a kid without one. They need both of them, in all honesty. But they really need their father, especially for structure. And there's no father in the home. Look at what happened, right? Look at all the kids now, right? All these baby mamas, right? Look what type of kids that they raised. Look at the generation right now, right? Bunch of weak, spineless little things, very weak men, and very loose women, right? So he's speaking 100% facts. Let's read the last article, guys, and then the next one will be the conclusion. So it goes on to say, the source added, he did show up for North and Saint's birthday. She made sure the kids gave him a gift for Father's Day, his birthday, and Christmas. That's what she claims, guys. But let's get to the conclusion. I'm gonna give you guys my final thoughts for this long video. I appreciate you guys for watching this long too. I put a lot of work in this video, by the way. All right, guys, so this is the part of the video where it's the conclusion. So after Kanye has been going legal with it, he's really putting a lot of attention to it, pretty much saying he basically can't see his kids. Basically, that's what the contract is. He can't see his kids practically, right? That's how it goes with the judgment or the ruling for Kim that now has full custody of the kids. Now, on record, this is literally 4 hours ago. This was posted 4 hours ago. The time of this recording is the 17th of January, 2022. And yeah, so she's going on record and saying she wants to set healthier boundaries with Kanye so he can see his kids. Let's see what she has to say. I'm gonna give you guys my final thoughts. All right, guys, so it goes on to say Kim Kardashian is upset with Kanye West claims she is keeping him from their kids. A source says Kim is just trying to set healthier boundaries with the rapper. Instead of showing up at any hour unannounced at her home, remember the contract didn't say her home, it says period. She has asked for better communication from him and for visits to be scheduled in advance to give the kids a more predictable schedule, a source told Page 6. Kanye has never been deprived of seeing the children ever, that's what she's saying. The narrative that he is trying to create is false and hurtful for their children and their co-parenting relationship. There is nothing standing in the way of him and his children. They will love it to seem that way, they will love it to seem that way, but again, you cannot deny facts. It says period. He cannot show up unannounced and he must call. Period. All right, guys, make sure that's very, very clear. Set a schedule, but cannot show up unannounced. Must call under any circumstances. So it's not just her house. She's trying to make it seem like, oh, just can't show up at my house at any given time, Kanye. But that's not what it is. He cannot show up anywhere ever, period, unless he calls. All right, and she approves of him coming over. So yes, she can easily keep him away from his kids because legally he cannot be there unless she gives the okay. All right, guys, very important. It's not just her home. Now, if it was just her home, I would be more like, okay, it makes sense. She don't want her ex showing up at her house all the time. It makes perfect sense, but that's not the case. But she's trying to make it to be at the home to trick people, but that's not the case, guys. Kanye went viral after claiming security won't allow him into Kim's home. Kanye, I believe this is Kanye speaking. I am the richest black man and North's father, right? And the security was able to stop me from going into the room with my daughter. He said on Instagram Live, I'm hearing that the new boyfriend is actually in the house that I can't even go to. He said, and that's where I call my cousins real opinionated. You know that. So security is stopping him from seeing his kids. I'm sorry, I just believe it, man. I see this time and time again, guys. Look at any type of thing with court. They always pick the woman's side, right? They always have to pay huge money in alimony and stuff like that. It's terrible for a guy when it comes to kids and property, right? So I can easily believe this, and she can legally do this. I want to make sure that's clear, guys. She's not breaking the law, so she could legally do this. Morally, she's a very SAT person, all right? She's a crappy, terrible person morally, but she's in her legal right to do this to Kanye. I want to make sure that's clear. She's not breaking any laws, but she is a terrible person for doing this to Kanye. Like I said, she wants to obviously indoctrinate these kids. All right, guys, so my final thoughts on this whole thing, I believe that Kim is smart enough. Well, yeah, she's smart enough, I guess. I give her a little credit, right? And it was all her mother doing, but she has a little intelligence, right? She's just an HO. So I will give her the small bit of credit, or probably her lawyer told her to do this. Ah, forget it. It was her mom. Her mom told her to do it, all right? So I'm pretty sure her mom told her to say, hey, make sure that he can't show up unannounced, that he must call, and then that way you can control how, you know, you see kids. And Kanye probably thinking that Kim's a remotely decent human being, considering that he was married to her, or that she wouldn't do this to him, set it up in this way so she can keep the kids. Now, is she outright just straight up not letting him see his kids 100% of the time? Maybe not to that degree, but is she controlling how much he sees his kids? I believe that 100%. Now, I don't think that she's just simply holding the kids hostage. Yeah, never see your kids again. I don't think she's doing it like the wicked witch of the West. I don't believe that, but I do believe that she's holding the kids, you know, pretty much hostage. She can probably only see them once every 2 weeks, maybe even once a month. Very, very little, very minuscule how often he can see his own children. And she seems that type of person because she's a very evil person. Remember, when we talk about Kim, we're talking about a very evil individual, all right? Like I said, if you don't believe me, do some research. This video isn't about that, but she's a very evil person, and this is right up her alley, man. She's all about money. She's all about an image. She's all about using people. That's her whole thing, right? She used Ray J. And look at her now. She used Ray J. She got her booty hole busted, right? Remember, guys, I don't know if you guys seen the sex tape or not, but she got her booty busted, literally, all right, to get famous. She has no, there's no line she won't cross. All right, guys, there's no line she won't cross. That's the type of person we're dealing with here. We're talking about a person who literally got famous and used a famous person who is pretty much irrelevant now to get famous. That's the type of person we're talking about here. So I could easily believe that she's using this to F with Kanye. Probably Kanye don't give a F about her, but this is how she controls Kanye, is through his kids, and that's how women are. I'm not trying to be sexist, guys. I'm just simply saying the truth. This is how women are. They would do stuff like this to get control over a man. Because they can't beat him physically. She's not as rich as him. What can she do? His kids. I see this time and time again. So I do believe that. I don't believe that it's as much as maybe Kanye is saying, but I do believe it's a lot. And if Kanye's whole resolve is his kids, doing it that much is too much. He lives for his kids practically, right? So I believe that that's what she's doing. I believe that they're trying to put this narrative on Kanye. Because remember, Kanye's a free thinker. Kim is a liberal. She works for the liberal mob. She wants to tell you guys to get there's a video of her telling you guys, make sure you guys social distance and make sure you guys get the job. You know, she's literally telling people that. She's one of them, you know. I'm not saying that's bad or that's good, but I'm trying to say she is a liberal, a very hardcore liberal, right? She was paid to tell people to do things without thinking for it. I'm not saying whether you should or shouldn't. I'm just saying the type of person she is, all right? Don't want to get this deleted. I put a lot of work in this video, okay? So she's that type of person, and Kanye is a free thinker. He is a threat to the organizations that be. I'm not saying which YouTube, not getting into conspiracies. I'm just simply saying that the ones that she works for and how she makes her money, Kanye is a threat to that. So she will definitely sell out her husband. She would definitely sell her own kids for her own personal gain, because that is the type of person that she is. Kanye isn't that type of person. Obviously not, because everyone's against him. You can always tell who's not a part of the crew because they put everything bad against him. He's a terrible person. He can't do any good. Every article we read, it was making him look bad, except the article that he spoke himself, which had facts, I might add. So it kind of shows where it's at. You guys get what I'm saying? I'm not saying the articles are bad or right. They're definitely withholding information. Now that we have the information, then remember again, can't come unannounced, must call. She can't control it. But she keeps saying, I don't want to show up at my house. Nowhere in the contract says your house. It's not, it isn't excluded from your house. It's only period. You guys get what I'm saying? That's how she's controlling it. And she also didn't want to talk about how the whole thing's set up, which raises red flags. So I do believe this is exactly what she's doing. Is holding the kids hostage, and indoctrinating them, tricking them, and making them become, you know, exactly what she is, a terrible person. And Kanye does not like that. And the more time she spends with them, that's why she fought tooth and nail, because this is her legacy. You know, the Kardashians wants to keep the toxicity up. They want to keep their nails in people, right? Their people are brainwashed by them. Like, people love them and respect these individuals when they're all scumbags. They're plastic. You guys know already. They're terrible people, right? But they indoctrinate other people, and they indoctrinate fans, and you know, these fans will listen to them anywhere they go, right? They will buy their terrible perfume, they will buy their clothing, they will buy their makeup, right? And companies know this, so she's in deals with the companies, she keeps afloat, she's only seen the good light, stuff like that. And they're like, she knows that she needs these kids, because when she dies, because it's inevitable, the next person to hold that Kardashian name are the kids. So she needs the kids. The kids are an asset to her. While Kanye, he just wants to see his kids. That's what I truly believe, because who's doing everything? Her, right? So that's what I truly believe. I'm not saying Kanye is innocent. I'm not saying Kanye isn't being rude to her. I'm not saying Kanye's not being extra. I believe he's probably being extra, and maybe the anger is getting the best of him, right, guys? Maybe the anger is getting the best of him. I'm not saying he's innocent, but for sure, the question is Kim keeping the kids away? And I believe yes. But I want to know what you guys think, man. What do you guys think about this whole thing? Do you think Kim is keeping the kids away? Do you think Kanye is just crazy and you know, he's making up his own fake narrative that they claim? Again, like I said, remember what the contract said, and I go by facts. What does the contract say? All right, guys? She don't want to talk. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, but I believe it's just keeping the kids away. If you guys are new to the channel, you guys got to the end of the video, make sure you guys comment, all right? Make sure you guys comment, like the video, make sure you guys subscribe. I put a lot of work into this, trying to find all this stuff. I didn't want this to be biased, but like I said, I'm gonna say what my opinion is, and when you guys go by facts. But yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe and comment. Help me get my video out there in this jungle that we call YouTube. I don't do these long videos too often, so I really do hope that you guys appreciate these type of videos. You guys don't like these type of videos, please let me know in the comments below, because like I said, it takes a long time to edit these videos, guys. You guys don't know, it takes a very long time to edit these videos, get all my facts right, get everything together. So the least you guys can do is just subscribe. I will really appreciate it if you're new to the channel. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I really want to know what you guys' thoughts are in this whole crazy situation, guys. Comment below. Again, my name is Cyrus Vlogs. I appreciate you guys for watching. Remember, I'm not arrogant, I'm just confident, and thank you for watching.